going to first start by measuring our 10-foot section of pipe. So just grab your measuring tape. We're going to need two sections of 3 feet. A section at 7 feet, a section at 8 feet, and the rest, that's it. And then I'll show you what you do with the second piece that's 3 foot. You're going to cut it in half. So we're going to measure 3 feet here. See if my measurements are right, or which end I used. I've already got them measured out. Okay, here we go. So one end I measured 3 feet and use the marker and draw a line. And just extend it down more. To 6 foot, and draw a mark right there. Go from 6, then you go to 7 foot right here, and I've already marked it. Put a mark there. 8 feet. You want to put another little tick. So right there, 8 foot. And that's it for the measuring. Put the marker away. Put the measuring tape away, almost. You're going to need this once more. And now we're going to cut it apart. So, after I've cut these, now I need to sand up the ends a bit. Take your 220 sandpaper. Fold it down, just grab a piece, and you just want to take the burrs off. Make it nice and smooth. This also helps the glue stick too, for the little grooves you make in it. So you get a really good bond. Okay, after we sand those, these are going to be 2 pieces, and this is going to be your handle, and I'll be right back. Okay, once you finish sanding this, then it's time to basically piece it together. So let's go ahead and let's start. Let's make sure these are all pretty the same. Yes, they are. Beautiful. So one of these, we're going to measure this to right in half, so 1.5 feet. We're going to cut it apart because we're going to put it into the T. We're going to need that one piece. So let's just put this right here. Got a measuring tape. See that we got 3 feet, which we do. Grab a marker. There's a foot, so what would that be? 18. We're going to make a mark right here. Right there. And then we're going to cut it. So I'm going to grab this, come over here. I'm going to slide her out. Right here, and we're going to cut it. Right there. Okay, once we're done that, we're going to go back over here. We're going to take the sandpaper, same thing. take down some of the grooves. See the grooves? That's what you can get rid of. Put it in there, turn it around. Beautiful. So there we go. So this is going to be your bottom part. Right here. And then we're going to glue on 2 90s to the end of this. Right there. So we need to get the glue out. Put a good amount on it because you really want it to stick really well. And then just guide it on. It sets pretty fast, so you got to work pretty good with it. Make sure you got plenty on there. Perfect. And then we're going to use these, and we're going to put them in there. That'll give us like a base. But I might want to trim them down, I think, a little bit. Now we're going to leave them. So we're going to grab these things. Put a good amount of glue in them. Stick one of these on. Shove it all the way in. Flip it around to this side. Put lots of glue in it. Put this together like this. Shove that all the way in there. And then so far you should have a piece that looks like that. We're going to put 2 more 90s on, right here and right here. So let's go ahead, get some glue, throw it on there. Put them on. Grab some more glue, put plenty in there. Put that on. Now technically these will fit in there. We're going to have to trim off a little bit, I think maybe an inch. So we can grab the hacksaw, come back over here, cut off roughly an inch. Here. Take sandpaper. Sanded it down. We're going to put them in the T first, I believe. So we'll grab the T. Put lots of glue on this thing. Stick one of these in. Stick the other end in there. Real nice and tight. There we go. And I may need to trim it a tad bit more. So as I do that, sand her up. Nice. Kind of just align it up there. Not to there. Not to there. May need to trim off just a little bit more. Beautiful. There we go. That looks like it's going to fit nice. So we get some glue, put a bunch in there, put a bunch in there, hey guys, I'm back here, and I found another piece of pipe that was longer than this, because the remainder of that 10 foot was too short, so I had one laying around that's probably about 4 feet. So what am I going to do with this? This is going to go in here like that, and way up here I'm going to have the handle. Let's see if we get it. So I'm going to cut off a few pieces here and install my valve and hose end piece, and then I'm thinking about cutting it right in the middle to put a coupler, because I've noticed that if I put a coupler here, 2 shorter pieces of pipe are a lot more rigid and it won't flex as much. So I think we're going to do that. So let's get started here. Just put this off to the side. I've made a mark in here on where I'm going to put my hand. I want it to be somewhat comfortable, and I bet you it's probably, I don't know, 6 inches roughly. Look at that, right on the money. Didn't even measure, 6 inches. So we're going to cut that piece off right here and right now. Here's the mark. There's the mark. Get the sandpaper. Twist it down. Make sure there's no edges on it. Here's the short piece that is left over. Same thing goes for it. Okay, those are sanded up nicely. So I think what I'm going to put in next is going to be my valve. Most valves come with an arrow pointing direction of water, so it's a good idea to put it on the very end, facing down. So that's what I'm going to do here.